Well, welcome back to Friday's episode of the What is K-pop podcast, in which I talk about K-pop groups, their members, sometimes J-pop groups, or C-pop groups, any groups under that sort of genre. And their members and their discographies, anything else that I want to talk about, and basically making a bit of a fool out of myself in the process by pronouncing things absolutely terribly. If you are new here, my name is Sophie. And I guess maybe I could give you a little bit of a background on me. I was born in August of 2003, late August 2003. I started school in September of 2007, left in March of 2021 after my school no longer could cope with me, and I've got into K-pop in February 2021. As a result of watching the Jimmy Fallon interview of BTS, reading fanfiction for a week prior to that actually, then listening to Dionysus, whatever, the god of wine and pleasure and all that good stuff. I would say that my K-pop palette is extremely diverse now. I would consider myself a bit of a cray-cray fan, not a sasang, that's a different thing, but a bit of I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep now to ever escape. I have a sister. I live with my parents. I have 2 cats. And I'm autistic. I'm autistic too. And I take pills for migraines, even though I call them pickle headaches because I don't like the word migraine and it scares me because my mother gets them a lot and I have medical anxiety. I make free podcast episodes a week. However, that might be increased when I no longer have to do my online college work, or it might decrease if I so desire. I'm from England, and I no longer have grandfathers. That was a bit morbid, sorry. My dad's parents, they unfortunately passed away. My grandmother, she died in 1998 before my sister was born, and my granddad, he died in 2005, and my mother's dad, whom I share a birthday with, hello granddad, I've got his little memorial thing in the living room with me. I've recorded in the living room, and we lost him in November of 2023. But I don't tend to talk about too badly morbid things. I also ramble a lot. If you can already tell, it's 3 minutes into this and I still haven't actually gotten around to telling you who I'm talking about. But we just like to have fun here. We talk about really random stuff, like stuff that I'm doing in my life, stuff that I've watched. I talked about the Titanic film recently, and we also sometimes do live research, or at least research as I'm recording. And yeah, no, we just have fun here. We don't take ourselves too seriously, thank God. And yeah, pretty much that is what we do. I'm also going to be talking more in depth about the group that I'm talking about today, but not too in depth because I do want my lunch at 12 and it is 20 past 11. So we've got 40 minutes here today. And the group I'm talking about is SM Entertainment's most recent girl group, aespa. And whenever I say aespa, I always think of Sister 19's, I think it's their debut song, My Boy. where it's like Esther, Esther, T-T-A-R, sister, baby, stop breaking my heart, and like that, because it kind of sounds like aespa. And have a lot of word association with like different things. So if you ever just kind of like, why does she reference loads of things? It's because of my brain tends to remember like tunes a lot. Like I'll just randomly spurt out some like a song that I listened to when I was younger. It's a problem. Anyway, aespa. aespa is a 4-member girl group under SM Entertainment. They debuted on the 17th of November 2020, about 5 months before I got into K-pop, with the digital single of Black Mamba. Their name is a combined harvestination of A, which means Avatar X experience, and aspect, which means double-sided. Together it means you would be able to experience a new world through an avatar of yourself. That makes no sense. Anyway, the 4 members are... also, I do all of my like talking or like just like telling you things through. Today is the K-pop Profiles website as well as the K-pop wiki. But I do have background information about all of these groups, and also I'll tell you my opinions on their songs as we go through them. aespa. aespa consists of Karina, Giselle, Winter, and Ning Ning. And actually, on the 2nd of June 2022, it was announced that aespa had been signed to Warner Records for their global promotions. Just to quickly give you a profile of the members. Karina, or Yoo Jimin, was born on the 11th of April 2000. And a random piece of information, not really random to be fair, but just a piece. On the 27th of February this year, so 2024, it was announced that she is in a relationship with actor Lee Jae-wook. And her met actually in January of this year, so they started dating fairly quickly, it seems. However, you know, such is the way of life, as long as Lee Jae-wook treats her nicely, and Karina treats him nicely. Happiness for the couple. Giselle, or Unchinga Ari, or Giselle Unchinga, or Cho Ari, was born on the 30th of October 2000, and she is actually Japanese Korean, and she attended the Tokyo International School and the Sacred Heart School in Japan, which was the same school as Rima from Niziu attended. I actually mispronounced her Japanese name. It's pronounced Iri. And yeah, apparently her yearbook quote she used is "That's hot." Fantastic, thank you for that, Giselle. Winter, or Kim Min-jung, or Dongdong, was born on the 1st of January 2001, and she has an older brother born in 1999. She was born in Busan, and many people think that she looks like Girls' Generation's Taeyeon. Oh yeah, I do see her. And then Ning Ning, my favourite member. Ning Ning, or Ning Yizhu, or Vivian Ning, or Jo Yi-taek is obviously the maknae. She was born on the 23rd of October 2002, and she claims to be a Libra, but her birthday does fall on the Libra-Scorpio cusp, so really she would be more of a Scorpio, just because that's like the zodiac she is being born into. However, like, so zodiacs I feel like are very much a subjective type of thing, because actually, like, my sister, she doesn't actually really have many of the personality traits of a Taurus. Like, I'm trying to think of what a Taurus... Oh, sorry, I don't know if you got that because it just went blank. My screen just went blank. Anyway, I don't think my sister actually matches any of the Taurus traits. Okay. Taurus zodiac sign. Tauruses have a regal quality about them. They are graceful and diligent labourers. They can be stubborn, bull-headed, and set in their ways, but they're also great listeners and very dependable. I mean, yeah, sure. My sister is quite honestly like that, but to be fair, we're all like that in this house, except for my mum. My mum, she's the sweetest person ever. If I could ever have her on the podcast, I would do. But she is so unbelievably sweet. She's so ditzy and it's like obvious that like all of her medical issues have like shaped her personality in many different ways, but you know, she was always made to be a mum and a nurse and so caring in a lot of what she does. And like she's definitely been shaped by the stuff that has happened to her over the years. But like obviously when it comes to like when me and my sister are being little shits, or when someone's like threatening her or something, she can get into this like mama bear mode that is actually kind of scary at times. And one time actually when she had a cold, I didn't want to make dinner because I had been making dinner quite frequently, like literally, I think it was pretty much from the months leading up to my granddad dying, and it was December time. It was just before Christmas, I think. No, it was just after Christmas. And so I'd been making dinner for multiple months, just like constantly, because my mum obviously she didn't feel like she could make dinner, and then I would make it for when she'd be at work, and I would also make my own lunch, and I would often be making my own breakfast. Like I was pretty much making dinner in the house, like I was doing the food. So one time, like this time when she had a cold, I just completely snapped. I was like, I can't keep making food for all of you lot. Like I just can't keep doing it. Like first of all, I don't want to, because like I don't have many like things that I can make other than like putting stuff in for the freezer, or like stuffed peppers or tuna pasta bake. And I was like, no, you're doing it. I don't care. You're cooking. And my mum like proper full on got really, really upset with me about it, because obviously she wasn't feeling well anyway, and she didn't want to like make the food because she didn't want to get us ill. But I'm like, I was at my end of my tether. I was like, I can't keep making this food. Like, come on. And like, obviously now it's a lot less. I am obviously cooking a lot less. Thank God, because you know, sometimes when like grief can kind of make you want to be isolated from your family, but now mum's kind of getting out of that. She's thankfully cooking a lot more, so then it is less pressure on me. But it is very, very annoying. I love how I just get onto tangents. Anyway, back to aespa. Let's stop airing out my family's laundry, dirty laundry to people online. So on the 19th of September 2016, Ning Ning was revealed to be a new member of the trainee team SM Rookies. Now, SM Rookies is an interesting thing, because it's basically SM's way of basically saying, you know, this is what we have to show the world, and this is what like the standard should be. And like, to be fair, I don't really care like about that sort of stuff, because at the end of the day it is business. Like this is just something that I think SM is the only company that does it like as frequently, because I know that Trainee A, the team that was going to debut a few last year under Hyper, ended up disbanding. Like, they had a YouTube channel. We saw a lot of their debuting process before it kind of went away. And Zykas, a group under KQ, they had pre-debut activities from the June of 2022. And then they ended up debuting in the March of 2023, so it's nearly been a year. And 80s, they had shows, but SM is the only real company that I can say that does it consistently, of like actively working with the trainees for multiple years before they actually do debut, and making the public aware of what they're doing and what talents that they have in their roster. So anyway, Ning Ning, she appeared on the Rookies Princess Who's the Best segment of the program My SMT in 2016, and was also part of the soundtrack for the Korean animated TV program Shining Star in 2017. Karina, who is considered the leader of the group in 2019, February 2019, she appeared in Taemin's Want music video and performed with him throughout multiple weeks. This sparked pre-debut controversy for Karina, because the camera person ended up focusing a lot of their attention on Karina and not on Taemin, even though Taemin was a fully debuted artist and Karina was just a trainee. I think my mum has sent a picture. Oh my god, this is awkward. Ay, ay, ay. I shouldn't laugh. Oh my god, that picture is. My mum, before she left for work, told me, "Oh, Sophie, you've got to tell Dad that the haircut is nice, because he's been like a shaggy dog, like a scruffy dog, for like so many weeks." And like, I just saw the picture of him. Okay, I really hope he doesn't hear this. Anyway, so they made their debut. Like the. Oh my god, I feel kind of evil, but also I don't care enough for this. I don't get paid enough. Anyway, on the 26th of October 2020, a video was released on aespa's social media announcing their name and logo, and later that day it was announced that aespa would be debuting a new group in November. And the first member, Winter, was revealed. Then it was Karina, and then Giselle and Ning Ning were released on subsequent days. And it was announced on the 2nd of November that they debut on the 17th with Black Mamba, and it garnered 21 million. That is too many numbers. That is too many numbers for that to. Oh wait, no, it is. I think it should be 425 million and 62 views in its first day, but it's like 2214225062. I think there's been an extra 2 put on there, so it probably needs to be omitted, but obviously with figures like that, they can't just easily be corrected due to the fact that it needs to be fact-checked, sourced, and all of that good stuff. I love how I just like spout out little bits of like technological information mixed in with the ridiculousness of me talking. Yeah, so it broke the record for the most viewed music video in the first 24 hours by a K-pop group in its debut. Oh my god, that was a long sentence, which was previously held by ITZY with their song Dala Dala, ITZY will be talked about in the coming weeks. On the 17th of November, on their debut day, it was announced that their fandom name would be Mai, which is a word to mean the most precious friend in Kwangya, which is where their avatars live. I would explain Kwangya, however, I feel like I'd be here forever. 2021. The first part of 2021, actually. The first music show win, Forever, and Next Level. Anyway, on the 8th of January 2021, the music video for Black Mamba hit 100 million views, which only took 51 days and 12 hours to reach, setting a new record in K-pop history as the debut MV to garner 100 million views in the shortest period of time. And then 3 days later, what am I saying? So on the 17th of January, the group won their first music show win with Black Mamba on SBS's Inkigayo. And okay, so on the 29th of January, the hashtag I will always stand by your side was promoted by the group's official Twitter account, and it was later revealed that the group would release a surprise single, Forever, on February the 5th. I have listened to that song, and it very much feels like a wintry sort of song. However, it was released in February, so, I mean, we were coming out of winter at that point, and we're going into spring. But I mean, sometimes release dates can, that sort of thing, do kind of tend to get delayed. And what the likelihood was that aespa were meant to debut a little bit sooner. That was meant to be, Forever was meant to be released sooner, and things like that sometimes do just happen, and it's okay. It's sort of like how Stuck in the Middle, I feel like that, by Baby Monster. I feel like that song should have been released a little bit sooner because it felt kind of ethereal, kind of wintry, but like cold. Not cold, like not bad cold, but like you snuggle in to listen to that song, at least in my opinion. And on the 4th of May, it was confirmed by SM Entertainment that aespa were expected to make a May comeback. And then on the 6th at midnight, it was announced that they would be releasing Next Level. Personally, for me, Next Level was definitely a song that the thing was that everyone got obsessed with it, and it was overplayed to buggery on like TikToks or YouTube Reels, and like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels and that sort of stuff, to the point in which I hated it. And it was only recently that I actually listened to the song, and I was like, this is okay. Like this is a song I could listen to. So that was released on the 17th of May, and apparently it's a remake of the song of the same name from the original soundtrack of the movie Fast and Furious Hobbs E. Shaw. I'm sorry, I have absolutely no idea what the hell that means. Mainly because, I'll be honest. Oh, Robson Shaw. I never watched the Fast and Furious films. I've not actually, apparently I've not actually watched a lot of films. Yeah, anyway, so for the next part of 2021, we have Savage and Dreams Come True. On the 14th of September, it was announced, or it was the first teaser was released for Savage, and that it would be their first mini album. Oh, okay, well that's not happened yet. Which would be released on the 5th of October with 6 songs of various genres, including the title track of the same name. I'll admit, absolutely loved Ning Ning's outfit in Savage. I would have it if I could. Yeah. And they also partaked in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I'll be honest, Thanksgiving means nothing to me because I am English. And then on the 4th of November, it was announced that the group would participate in SM's remastering project and release their own version of SES's Dreams Come True before the end of 2021, which was shown. It doesn't want to tell me. Okay, that's fine. It happened anyway. I can confirm it did happen. 2022 Coachella debut, international expansion, and Girls Beautiful Christmas. And they became the first ever artist to win the Artist of the Year at the Golden Disc Awards on the 8th of January. And then on the 25th of March, it was announced that Winter and Ning Ning would sing an OST for the TV and drama Our Blues. I have not listened to that song, nor have I watched Our Blues, mainly because of the fact the episodes are 1 hour long. There's 20 of them, and also I don't vibe well with the story. It's not dubbed over in English, and Jimin from BTS has an OST in it. I like the song, but I don't think I could listen to it in a drama, if I'm going to be honest. Oh my god, it's don't get me wrong, it's an alright song. It's just, I just don't like it. I'm sorry. Anyway, on midnight of the 1st of June, the group released through their social medias that their second mini album would be called Girls, and it would be released on the 8th of July 2022. And it was also announced that aespa had signed that contract. My sister has sent a picture. Oh my god, she that they signed a contract with Warner Records for their global promotion. My sister sent a picture of herself whilst in class. I'm embarrassed to say that's my sister. And they also announced that Life's Too Short, their first English single, would be released on the 24th of June. And then on the 24th of June, and then on the 1st of June, aespa released the song Illusion as the pre-release. There are a lot of things happen like very close together. Holy shit. Okay. We're just gonna scroll down. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to bloody just scroll down, Sophie. It's okay, it's safe, you're alright. On the 9th of December, it was announced that they would release a collaboration single, Beautiful Christmas, with Red Velvet on the 14th of December. And I've actually listened to that song, and it's good. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, my sister just sent a text back saying that to my mum that because my mum couldn't download the picture because she's at work, but that it looks nice apparently, and that my sister said it most certainly does not. I should really turn my phone off when I'm recording, but to admit it's pretty funny sometimes. But we will have a group chat because I created it. I was like, yeah, I want to be able to talk to all of you lot very quickly. Yeah, so they did their first concert, Sync Hyperline, at the start of last year, 2022, and that they would, the 16th of March, Star News reported that aespa would be releasing an album in early May, and then an hour later, SM confirmed the reports. And that a day later they would be releasing a new song, Hold On Tight, for the Apple TV Plus film Tetris on the 31st. aespa was announced also from Spot TV to be releasing their comeback on the 8th of May after 10 months from Girls. Girls is an alright song. Yeah. So on the 17th of April, it was announced that aespa would be releasing their third mini album, My World, on the 8th, and a pre-release would be released on the 2nd called Welcome to My World. Oh, I forgot to completely say this. I don't know, actually, no, it wasn't even said. Okay, that's alright. That's fine. Fine that you didn't tell me. I actually already knew this anyway because I'd been keeping up with things, but and Giselle went on a brief hiatus. Very brief actually. It was 2 weeks long. Sorry. Oh yeah. So on the 1st, it was announced that Giselle would be missing the Knowing Bros filming for health reasons, that she wouldn't be going to the United States to throw the first pitch at the New York Yankees game, but that she would return on the 16th to the 31st Lottie Duty Family Free concert in the KSPO Dome, and that they would visit Vietnam 2 days later for the Scene Festival, then travel to Jakarta on the 24th for the next stop of the Sync Hyperlink World Tour. I think, especially with like touring, so like kind of doing a lot of international activities after not getting to do them like right off the bat from debut is definitely something that is hard for those who aren't used to quickly doing like I know international flights and going to international places, and flying does take a strain on the body, so I do understand kind of that aspect of things, but I feel like SM should kind of have prepared the girls a little bit easier of like having not so many international activities packed in all at once. However, obviously, like promotions are important, and you do need to kind of get your work out there for it to be appreciated by the general public. Anyway, so on the 31st of July, it was announced that aespa would be releasing the digital single Better Things on the 18th of August. I actually listened to it and it was alright. And that they'd released their first Japanese OST. It was announced on the 7th of September to be released on the 6th of October for Beyblade X. The single is called Zoom Zoom. And then my absolute favourite album ever, the only album I actually physically have so far, Drama. I love it. Drama, with the drama, with my girls in the back, drama. Anyway, on the 11th of October, it was announced that aespa would be releasing their 4th mini album, Drama, on the 10th of November. And then 12 days later after the release, on the 22nd, it was announced that aespa would be releasing a new version of Jingle Bell Rock on the 24th. Not a single clue what that means. Well, of course I actually do know what it means, but, you know, it is just like it's a thing anyway. So it was announced through the earnings release of 2023. Actually, it says 3023, but it's 2023. That aespa were releasing a full English album and a single in early 2024. However, that's not been. It hasn't come to light as of yet. And then on the 8th of February, it was reiterated that their first full-length album would be released in the second half of the year, so after June time, but before December. Yeah, so we have a lot of things kind of going on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of these things have kind of been happening so far. Yeah. Especially like the Rise single, because that was Love 119. And I'm sure the mini album, yeah, the mini album's coming next month, potentially. Maybe with Sunghan in it. Anyway, this is about aespa, not Rise. And then another original soundtrack song was announced on the 7th of March to be released on the 29th as of filming. That is 8 days away. It is the 21st. Yeah, so yeah, pretty much everything with that. My personal opinion on aespa's releases, I'd say their first two mini albums, they're not my major cups of tea. But My World and Drama are definitely my kind of thing. So I remember actually when they announced My World, people were in a uproar because they definitely stepped away from their virtual concept. But actually, I don't think that's a bad thing, you know, because you have to kind of try new things sometimes. You have to throw, like, it is, the analogy is that you have to throw shit at the wall to see what sticks. And I think SM are just doing that. And that's okay. Because you know, you have to at least try things, because otherwise you're never actually gonna know what is good and what you're able to do in the future. Because if you stick to doing the same things every time, like it's never actually going to do anything. You're never going to be able to like improve and stuff if you carry on doing the same stuff as you did as like a kid or something. It's like, for me, for example, take me for example. Like when I was a kid, I was definitely a lot more positive and a lot more, you know, just happy to do whatever it is that I'm doing, and just kind of but also have like these like absolutely cutting remarks but that are funny. Like the comments are frankly funny to people. And like obviously things have changed, and like I've changed as a person, I've developed, I've I'm no longer necessarily strictly mean, or like not mean, never mean, but like no longer constantly cutting with my remarks. I'm more like clever about what I say in some aspects. Some people might actually say that that's worse actually, but I agree. But like I'm a lot more aware of how I talk and kind of how I go about things, and definitely like it has taken like 20 years for me to develop into who I am today. And I think with a group like aespa, like a group like like a group like NCT, they're always developing, aespa's always developing, and it is okay for them to still be developing, because at the end of the day, like you can't be who you are all of your life, otherwise you're never gonna grow up, you're never gonna kind of be different, you're not gonna kind of develop into a person really. And Like, I think aespa when they kind of decided, when SM decided to kind of make, um, what was that song called? Spicy. Spicy. I need to say tasty, but spicy. When they made the decision to make spicy, they were trying something new, and it worked. It really worked. And like, even with drama wasn't really associated with Kwangya, and it was dark, and that really worked. And like, the concept is different, obviously, but the fact that it is working for aespa signifies to at least SM from a business standpoint that this is a concept that they should be continuing on with. It's something that they should be pursuing. And like, there's nothing wrong with aespa's new kind of direction if this is going to carry on, because like, even with like BTS, they're not the same group as they were when they debuted back in 2013, nor am I the same person as I was in back in 2013. Like, we're all changing and we're all developing, and that's okay, because like, it's life. It's what's meant to happen. Like, you're not meant to stay the same as you do as a kid. And you know, if you don't like it, you don't have to listen to their music. You can appreciate everything that they've made thus far, and like, just kind of accept for what it is and what it could have been, and just kind of like what you like, and not put any pressure on anyone to, you know, be what they aren't anymore. Yeah, so I think that pretty much wraps everything up for today. And yeah, I'll talk to you again on Sunday. Sunday is probably going to be what we're going to do about the original plan was for me to do Generations, then EXO, Shiny, which would have been today's episode, and then aespa on Sunday. So I don't actually know what I'm going to do. I could talk about Generations. I could talk about my feelings on 5th gen, like 5th gen groups so far. Might do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go get my lunch because I'm hungry. You carry on being the amazing people that you are, and I will talk to you again on Sunday. Bye.